Hey y'all, it's Psych Perspectives, and it's another video of me cleaning up because I'm getting ready to move and I'm getting stuff in order. So let's talk. I want to talk about how as you go through the self-care journey and you get to that stage of having your boundaries, you've established them, you've probably reinforced them a few times as well. People do not like when you have boundaries because that means they can no longer use you, okay? They can no longer walk all over you. They can no longer guilt trip you and force you to do things, or basically having you take on the roles and responsibilities and stuff that you did not sign up for. Yeah. So everybody is not going to be fun of you having boundaries. Because you got to be honest, people benefit from you not having boundaries because they're able to use and abuse, take advantage of you, exploit you, okay? Disrespect, and be all up in your life and your business. No respect to your time, your energy, you as a person, the whole 9 yards. So when you finally have boundaries and you start moving differently, some people are gonna have issues with that. Some people are going to notice the change and think you acting funny or think you acting fake, when in reality, you're just done dealing with people that don't respect you. Okay? And I just wanted to talk more about that. Ain't nothing wrong with you having boundaries. Honey, I strongly encourage everyone to instill boundaries. You know, if you don't already have them, please consider establishing healthy boundaries because it will help you prevent unnecessary mess. I'm here to tell you, get your boundaries together because it's not worth going through life without them, okay? So, as we're talking about this, I'm bringing this up because I'm noticing for myself as I'm not the same person that I was 3 years ago, okay? Geo is in 2021, and a lot of people are expecting me to still be the same person that I was previously in 2018 and back, and people be shocked when you change and you really are serious about your growth, okay? Because that's just it. People are so used to people saying that they're going to change and they're going to make differences and improve their lives and then not actually fall through on it. So when you actually do fall through on what you said you're going to do and you're not up here playing games and you really are serious about it, some people are not going to be able to handle that because they want to keep you in the same mentality, the same position that you was previously. They want you to still be operating from that same mindset, be in that same behavior. And it's hard for some people to realize that, hey, you have changed, you have made changes, you are not the same person. So today I had a situation, it wasn't that big of a problem, but just to put it out there, you know me, I try to be as transparent as possible, because I do want to just kind of be an open book at times to help other people avoid going through the same mess that I went through. So this particular situation, I work, right? And my job requires me at times to be social, which is a good thing at times because I'm very much homebody. I love being at home and to myself and by myself. I used to be one of those, I gotta be out and about, overly extroverted. And a lot of that was, in many ways, was a trauma response. Because again, I would be hanging out with people that didn't have my best interests at heart and people that I didn't really like. But, people pleasing, so you just out and about and you always feel like you got to be out and about and you got to be liked and well received by everybody. In the meantime, they're using you for shit. So I'm happy that I'm no longer operating in that mindset. It took me, like I said, this is over 2 years of counseling and therapy, 3 years of the self-care journey. Okay. And this is, in my opinion, it is a lifelong journey. This is not something that didn't happen overnight. Like I said, this is the 3rd year of the self-care journey for me. So I ended up running into a few people that I went to school with, college, undergrad. And it was really nice. It was dope. It was good to see them. We were out and about, outside event. And it was great to see them. People are doing well. And they're successful in their careers, their relationships, their families, their love lives, their entrepreneurship, everything. People are living their truths, and they just seem to be freer and happier. But anyways, while we were talking, it came across, we should have a reunion. It's been so long because we haven't seen all of the crew in years, and it would be nice to have a reunion. And I was just like, yeah, it would be nice, right? So I get a text message today. That was Friday. Today is Monday. I get a text message today from one of the people that I talked to. And very cool person. We've known each other since 2006 because we went to middle school and high school together. So we've known each other for a very long time. It is 2021. So you think about that. That is 15 years of friendship. And that's something that a lot of people cannot say in this day and age, because let's be honest, a lot of these relationships today are superficial and very much seasonal. So they're not long lasting. These aren't people that you're going to talk to. A lot of the people that you are keying, laughing, and having a good time with, unfortunately, are not going to be around in the next 6 months to a year. And that's just being real. One thing that I've learned in this time, it's a lot of superficial, seasonal people in today's society. So don't be surprised when the people that you keep keying with, you're not even going to be talking to in the next 6 months to a year. So that's why when I can sit up and say that I've got friendships that's 15 years in the game, that's amazing. Considering today when y'all can't even get relationships to last, y'all can't even get out of the talking stage. Okay, let alone get to 5, 10, 15 years. So anyways, this person hit me up to check on me, see how I'm doing, and to see if I was still interested in the reunion. And if so, they can help get people there and blah, blah, blah. And then it really occurred to me, here's a boundary. Here's a boundary. I never said that I was going to be the one to organize the reunion. I never said any of that. I didn't say any of that Friday. And this is what I mean by back in my previous days of people pleasing, I would have automatically been like, okay, well, let me try to, no, because I do not want that stress. And I never said that I was going to be the one to set it up. And therapy has made me realize that. Stop letting other people tell you what you gonna do when you didn't say these things. And speak up for yourself. Therapy is making me realize for the longest, I personally, in my previous life, I would just let people control every aspect of my life. So this time around, I'm speaking up for myself. I have my boundaries. My boundaries are often rigid and reinforced. I am no longer letting shit just slide and happen to me. And it took me a long time to get here. Okay, let's understand that. It took me a very long time to get here. So I was like, well, thank you for catching. It was nice seeing you too. Thank you for reaching out to me. I am not interested in being the organizer for the reunion. And personally, because of COVID-19 and because of other reasons, I'm not really interested in reuniting with everybody. I'm sorry, but in this day and age, after therapy and counseling and being on this self-care journey, I don't want to be around fake ass people. People that you used to be cool with don't mean that you still cool with them today. And then too, because of COVID, I'm not interested in being around all these different people in which some of y'all are not vaccinated. Some of y'all still don't want to wear a mask. Some of y'all don't even want to get tested on a regular basis to make sure that you don't have COVID. So I'm not interested in all that. And I'm really big on energy. I do not want to be around people that I don't like. I no longer participate in that. I'm not a people pleaser anymore. And that's just it. Once you get to this level, you will find it easier to speak up for yourself, because I'm learning it took me a long time to get here, because I used to be that, oh my God, let me call up everybody. Everybody can come to my house. I'll buy all the food and the drinks. I'll provide this. I'll provide that. Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, now you're overwhelmed. Now you're wasting money that you probably don't even have, or you about to end up in the hole, broke, trying to appease and people please for all these other people. And it's like, child, we don't have to do that no more. We are not operating from that. Not operating in that mindset anymore. And it took me a very long time to get here. And I'm just so glad that I'm able to finally speak up, because it took me 3 years, you feel me, to get to this stage where I can say, hey, no. So I just wanted to make a video discussing that real quick. Again, I feel like the self-care journey is a lifelong journey. It's not something, in my opinion, that is going to be overnight, especially when you look at the fact that for a lot of us, we lived in dysfunctional, narcissistic, emotionally unavailable, emotionally, mentally abusive, physically, sexually, financially abusive households, family structures, communities. So you're talking about people that have decades of trauma. So to think that you're going to go to a therapy session a few times and somehow you're going to be magically healed is ignorant in itself. Like, it's going to take time. You know, a lot of us have years of unlearning that has to be done, because it's been so much chaos, so much chaos. And you've been taught a lot of the things that we were taught to do is out of trauma. It's not because it's from a healthy, functioning way of living, so you really have to take the time to heal and unlearn a lot of toxic shit. So information on how you can find a therapist is always going to be in the description box. I'm going to make sure I link that. Because again, I'm not a life coach. I'm not a professional mental health therapist or a mental health professional, counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist. You need to seek those services out, and information will be in the description box below. I'm out.